Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we are going to be closing out our monthly budget for the month of May. So I want to go ahead and share our results with you guys. So I have my budgeting sheet here. And if you have not seen the last video I posted, I have officially opened up my Etsy shop. I will leave a link down in the description box where you guys can get this sheet if you want to use it for your budgeting needs. Okay, so I have my report sheet here and I have my calendar. Let's make sure we covered all of our bills for the month of May. And we did do the car note here. Let me see if I need to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so yes, we covered the car note. This is like my personal stuff, so we're not gonna worry about that. And then we paid the internet bill, the loan, and I put away half of the mortgage. Okay, so we are going to transfer all of these bills into our monthly report sheet and we'll see how we did. Alright, so we're going to put May 2020. Alright, so first off we will add in our income. So for wages, we projected that me and my husband would bring home $5,150. And then for our other income, this is including part of the stimulus check. So I do 1/3 and I have one more to use for the month of June. This is our second time splitting up that stimulus check. All right. So for that total, we have $6,900 for projected income. For actual income, we end up bringing home $5,356. And the other were still the same. Y'all, what did I do right here? I cannot think right now. Okay, I'm messing up already. I wish we had that much, but all right, $1,750. I had to correct that. And then that's exactly what we had for actual amount, $1,750. And then for our total actual income was $7,106. Okay. All right, moving down to expenses, and it's a lot, so I'll go ahead and speed this part up and I'll be right back. Head held high, even though it's not a lie that we need deep in the dust. Killing time while pretending that we're fine, thinking someday we will burst. You and I are falling behind and I'm ready to go. Get out while we're whole. Now take my advice, take my advice. Let go, I wanted you. I know, you feel it too. Cut loose, before we sink into the ocean's blue. The ocean. It takes some time, even though it's just a smile, but I hate it when I'm faking. Alright guys, so we are all set with all of our categories. So let's go ahead and go through each one. So for our mortgage, we have been budgeting $23.95 because that's what it's been running for the last year, but it went down a little bit. So starting for the month of June, we will now have a payment of $2,355. For our electric and water bill, we always know the amount before I end up doing the budget for the next month. So that total was exactly $181. For the internet and phone, we budget $113. However, last month they forgot to add a credit that they were supposed to give me for switching over a few things. So it ended up being $102. Okay, and then cell phone bills, same thing, $187, did not change for the projected amount. For our health insurance, that is $400 a month for the whole family. And then life insurance, $119. Car insurance, they end up doing a credit, so ours took a while to hit. So as part of the relief for what's going on, they gave us a small credit off the premium, so we end up only paying $212 for that. I paid the minimum payment for PayPal, $64. We also threw a little bit of extra money towards that debt. I'll write that down in a second. For our consolidation loan, that one is $350 as always. The minimum payment for the credit card bill was $335. Car payment, we paid $238. So for the truck payment, we are still in deferment. So even though we project usually $460, we actually paid $0. The solar panels were the same at $125. And for the student loans, we normally pay $366, but we did a partial payment for $134 because the rest of it is in deferment. All right, so let's go ahead and add up our numbers. And we got $4,802. All right, and moving on to the next category, cash envelopes. Hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. All right, and for this one, we added, so we pretty much, most of this stuff is the same each month. Groceries is the same. We added $400. Childcare is always $200. Gas, lately I've been doing $200, but I may bump that up since everything is starting to open again and we are driving more places now. But for right now, we're gonna do $200. And then family fun, we budgeted $50. Miscellaneous, we added $50 as well. For spending, we gave ourselves each $30 for the month. And for the totals, so groceries, we spent all of that. And childcare, we spent all of that. Gas, we have $24 left. Now, we did not use that much in gas. What I did was, in my last cash stuffing video, I moved $100 out of this envelope and put it into one of my sinking funds. So that's why it's like a low amount remaining, as if we used all of that, but we really didn't. Our cars pretty much are good on gas. I still have like 3/4 of a tank full, and I really don't go anywhere, you guys. Just to the grocery store. We are lucky to stay pretty close to everything that we need. So like my job is close. All the grocery stores that I shop at, everything is pretty much within 15 minutes or so. So that's a good thing. Family fun, we still have quite a bit in that envelope. We have $99. And then miscellaneous, we have $49 left. Spending, I don't count that towards anything because we literally just he'll take his money out of his envelope and put it in his wallet. So I don't know how much he keeps. It could be in his checking account. I'm not sure. So we pretty much use all of our amounts. The total remaining is 24 plus 99 plus 49, $172 left in our cash envelopes. All right, let's move on to sinking funds. All right, we got all of our categories. So for the month of May, we added $50 to our home maintenance fund, $50 to our car maintenance fund. We did $40 towards our little doggy. Terminex, we added $30. Back to school, we added $30 as well. For my daughter's karate envelope, we added $50. For birthdays and gifts, we added $120 plus the $100 from the gas envelope. But I'm not going to add that here because I don't want to confuse myself with numbers. I don't want to make it seem like I had an extra $100. So I just left it here. I just know in my mind and in on my sinking fund sheet, I put that added money from a cash envelope. But for budgeting purposes and what came from our actual income, I'm going to leave that to 120. Okay? I hope that makes sense. All right, and HOA, we added $10. And then Amazon, we added $20. All right, our totals here is going to be 50, 50, 40, 30, 30, 50, 120, and 20. $400. All right, guys, so let's talk about our extra debt payment section. So we did have quite a bit of money left from what we budget out of our expenses. So we normally budget $5,597 with the projected amounts here. And then, but our actual expenses were only $4802. And that's mainly because we have a deferment for the truck. And we also have a partial deferment for our student loans. So $5597 minus 4802. We had an extra $795 that we saved. I'm gonna say saved. We had an extra $795 that we are able to move around in the budget. Also, one of our checks was a little bit more than what we projected, so we had another $200. It was about $206 to mess around with. Oops. What did I just do? Hold on. Let me get my numbers back. 5597 minus 4802. So it's that $795 plus the $206. So we end up with $1,000 that we can pretty much throw towards debt. I think I end up leaving just a little bit of extra money into the checking account because I always like to build my buffer. So what I end up doing was taking my $64 for my minimum payment and adding about $968 is what we end up coming up with. So I ended up paying the $64 for my minimum payment plus the $968. So it ended up being $1,032 for my total payment to go towards PayPal. So since I already have the $64 here, I'm not going to add that part in the extra debt section, if that makes sense. Even though I made a total payment of $1,032, I'm going to take out that $64 because that's my minimum payment. So for extra debt, we ended up doing PayPal, and we paid $968. I don't even know what we projected. Honestly, I just want to put whatever extra amount that we could, because I think I was thinking about like $700 or something dollars. So I'm gonna put that here because in my head I was thinking that we could afford about $700. Since our expenses were way cheaper and we made a little bit extra cash, I ended up doing $968. Okay, so that was our total in debt payments. Let's go ahead and add up all of our numbers. Y'all, I totally forgot to put the remaining in our sinking funds. Let me go and do that first before we add up all of our totals. Home maintenance envelope, we have $170 left in that one. The car maintenance, we have $161 left. For our pet, we have $57 in his envelope. Terminex has $90. Back to school, $80. My daughter's karate envelope has $125. Birthday and gifts have $345. HOA, $35. Amazon, we have $70. Okay, so for totals, we have a total of $1,133 in our sinking funds. I'm very, very happy with that number, you guys. Very, very happy. So let's go ahead and add that to our total here. All right, so now that we have that out the way, let's go ahead and kind of like break down all of our totals. Sorry guys, my camera cut off and I did not realize it was not recording. So I ended up kind of going a little bit ahead, but we'll go over it real quick. So I was just adding up everything that we spent. So for our total expenses, it was $4,802 plus $960 for cash envelopes, plus $400 for our sinking funds, and plus a payment of $968. So let's go ahead and add up our totals. So $4,802, $960, $400, and $968. So we ended up with $7,130. So we actually went over, but not really. I know it looks like it from the income. So our income was $7,106, but we spent $7,130. So we were over by $24, which is okay, you guys. I know it kind of seems like, oh no, you went over. It's okay, because what I do is I keep a buffer into the checking account. So every time you see I have like a paycheck breakdown, I always leave between $20 to like $50 of a buffer. And that's for stuff like this. So I went over, like overthinking I could pay a certain amount for the debt payment, or it could have been a cash envelope, it could have been a sinking fund, or anything. So that's where that buffer comes in at. So usually like we'll have a little bit of money left over each time I've done a video, whether it would be a monthly budget report or our paycheck breakdown. So every time I do the paycheck breakdown, those little buffers of extra $20, $30, $40 always add up, but I just leave those sitting into the checking account. Now, if there was a big amount of money left over, I would go ahead and move it into the savings account. But for right now, I just like to let those little bit of buffers add up you know, in case something happens or, you know, we get an unexpected bill. So even though I went over $24, that was still into our account. So I don't want you guys to think that we were like negative. I never go negative into the checking account. So that is pretty much our report. We were able to bring home an extra $206, and our expenses were well under budget. Our cash envelopes was pretty much what we projected. Same thing with our sinking funds, although I was able to move $100 from one cash envelope to one of my sinking funds, which was great. And we were able to make a $968 extra debt payment towards the PayPal account. All right, guys, if you have any questions about these numbers, go ahead and leave me a comment below. If you have any video requests, leave me a comment. Or if you just have a question about budgeting in general. Also, I want to say again, you know, shameless plug here. You guys go check out my Etsy shop. I just started it on June 1st. Right now we have the printables, so you'll see our monthly budget sheet. Also, I have this sheet here, sinking funds report. All right, guys, I also have this one here. This is the paycheck breakdown. You can find that one in the shop. And I also have the debt payoff tracker. So if you guys are interested in any of one of my budgeting sheets, head over to the shop. So for right now, we have printables. I will be working on the cash envelopes for the rest of this week and adding that to the shop. Also, I will be working on stickers to come. So I just have to kind of work out some kinks. On my last video, I talked about possibly doing Etsy related videos. I'm still gonna do that. I just need to kind of figure out my format. But yeah, I'm rambling, you guys. So that's pretty much it for this video. Our monthly budget report for the month of May. And I'm happy with what we did. We were able to pay off some debt. I did not get to pay the debt off fully, but that's okay. I'm working on that maybe for next month. All right, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.